Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Megan. I'm in the kitchen today and not the grocery store. What up with that? You guys know that next month, February, I'm gonna be going on vacation with the fam. And that means I have to use up everything in the pantry because I'm crazy like that. Everything in the freezer, in the fridge, I want it all used up. So I'm gonna be getting crazy. I'm gonna be doing baking. I'm gonna be using up the things. And I thought I'd bring you along and show you some of the stuffs that we're making over the next, several weeks. I got like 3 weeks left before we go on vacay. So check out what we've been making. It's good stuff. You're gonna like it, I hope. Today we're making chicken fajitas. So I've got these huge chicken breasts from Costco. They are massive and I slice them all in half. I put my yummy fajita seasoning on there. I'll put that down in the description box. But it's got some paprika and some garlic powder and some onion powder and some chile, some oregano, salt, pepper, all that's going in on that one. And then I'll slice them up really nice and thin when we put them in our tortillas. I made my favorite homemade pico de gallo. I gotta put a lime in there though. So this has just some Roma tomatoes. I didn't have any red onions. I had regular onions, so that's what I used. And then a little bit of jalapeno, a little bit of some cilantro in there, lime juice, salt, pepper, and it's just heaven is what it is. We got some cheese. That doesn't look like a lot of cheese. We're gonna have to shred up some more maybe. We got our tortillas from Aldi. I like to use this street sauce. It's Herdez. Have you heard of that brand? You've probably seen it. This is like the original verde taco sauce. I like it. It adds just a tiny zip. It's not spicy, it's zippy. And I like a little zippy on top of my fajitas. So when those come out, I'm gonna slice them up and I'm gonna top it with all the good stuff, maybe a little extra cilantro. I also forgot to say that we have some peppers I threw in the oven. So when I cook chicken, I always split them in half and then 450, 20 minutes. The peppers, I just throw them in after I've cut them. So however long that is. A little salt and pepper. Usually I put seasoning on there, but I must have forgotten that option. Bummer. I'm over here living the high life, eating off of this Rainforest Cafe plastic plate. Pretty fancy, isn't it? Look at that beautifulness. I know you like it. Me too. Yep, I'm going to eat it. The proof is in the pudding, right? The proof is in the fajita. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. That's a good one. Another day, another dollar. I'm getting lunch ready for the kids. So if you don't know, we homeschool, so we're home most of the time for lunch. And we do a lot of noodles and sauce because that's just what makes everybody happy. But I was going through the freezer last night and I saw something. And I said, that's what we're having for lunch. Wondering what this ball of goodness is? Ground turkey balls. All I do is I take the dough scooper, known as this guy, and I put a piece of parchment paper down on a pan, and then I scoop up the turkey meat onto the pan into little ice cream balls, and I stick the whole pan in the freezer. Once it's all frozen, I put it in the bag, and then the day of, I just defrost them. And then I sprinkle Riley seasoning. I get this at Sam's Club. I don't know if you can get it elsewhere. Maybe online, maybe Walmart. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen it at Walmart, but anyway, it's like an all-purpose seasoning. And I sprinkle that all on the turkey burgers, give it its flavors. And then I have to use up some of these Simply Nature rice pack things. So you just put it in a pan. I've never tried them before, but I bought them because I thought Ezra might like it. Plus the rice we bought, I think it was from Sam's Club. It was quite a while ago. For some reason, it does not cook up right. Something is weird about it. I don't know what's what. So I'm gonna try these, and then the next time I do rice, I'm gonna buy it from Aldi because they got a good one. It's the jasmine rice. Anyway, this is organic, non-GMO, 90-second jasmine rice or basmati. We'll see which one we want to do today. And I think it has a couple servings in it. Yeah, there's 2 servings in there. Ezra will really like this. He's not a fan of meat in any way, shape, or form, so that'll work out really nice. And then I'll also show you what I'm gonna have. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, stick around. Okay, we're gonna defrost a bunch of these. See how they're just cute little balls of turkey? Yeah. They really are good, and they defrost very quickly, especially in this format. Ooh, that one's definitely not a ball. That's some kind of something. Okay, that's probably pretty good. And then I kind of smush them down, cut them into little pieces, and all is well. I'm at the fridge, welcome. We've got some other things to use up. I'm gonna make a smoothie too for the kids. So I've got yogurt. That's actually something we buy often. Not as often lately, but definitely often. I'm gonna slice up some cucumbers. And then over yonder, I had put a can of pineapple in here just to be on the ready, So I have a couple more cans that need to get used up this month. That's a tall order. We'll see if we can get that done. This is all gonna go in a smoothie, not the cucumber. That's not going in a smoothie. We've got some stuff in the freezer too. Let's grab that. Oh yeah, milk. Okay, just kidding. We're not gonna use this pineapple because I already have some open because I'm so clever but I forgot how clever I was. Up yonder, right here, we're gonna use this up. This is the Costco one. It's like the extra awesome tropical gold from Dole. We really like it. It's pretty tropical and it's pretty gold. It's amazing. Opening up the Frigidaire. Okay, we're gonna put triple berries in that baby. We're also gonna do flax. I like adding flax. It's got some omegas. It's just got good stuff in it. And the banana jammas, but we get banana jammas all the time. So we're gonna use them up, but we're also gonna buy more. Also, we had some frozen mangoes. Israel really loves these. So I set them out on the counter to defrost for a little bit or they're very hard. And we wanna actually be able to eat them. So those are just hanging out, just defrosting, chillaxing. My smoothies are a bit of dump and go, but I'll put a recipe-ish down below in the description box. So I just kind of go until it feels right. So berries, we got yogurt, we got the apple of pine, and some juice, because that makes everybody happy. A couple tablespoons of the flax. And then milk, I just count to 10. It's really scientific. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, that's the whole thing. Zion's got something to show me?
Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out. The only thing Mama's gonna have, I'm gonna take the turkey burger and put it on top of a salad, and I put feta and what else? What's that stuff called? I put feta and pumpkin seed on my salad with some Italian herbs that I just put together. Really, it's just oregano and basil, salt and pepper. There's the feta. I would like you all to enjoy this moment of my first time using my salad spinner. Oh my word! Look at the water coming off of it. Ah! It got out of control. And then you can break it. How much water came off? Oh, there's a bunch down there. Can you see that? No way. Oh, I'm so happy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I already put seasoning on one side. Now I'm just putting it on the other. I got olive oil down in the pan. I'm cooking them up till they're done. Lots of kitchen sounds going on. So I have the pumpkin seeds, the feta, the lettuce, obviously. I got a ridiculously large bowl because it's all fluffed up, you know, and then you get stuff spilling out, so I just go for the big. I go big, yeah. That was oregano, now we got basil. I've got salt and pepper going on next. Olive oil and balsamic vinegar. And then imagine the turkey burgers right on top there, all cut up. Oh, yeah. Look at that little yumness. Ooh, and that one too. Okay, bon appetit. We'll see you on the next one.
So good.
Part of the challenge is to eat everything up, right? And the old Danish butter cookies need to be eaten up. They're on their last layer though. We've been really doing well, so I'm required to eat these. Just wanted to let you know that. Good morning. Another day, another dollar, and I'm gonna be making some pizza dough for calzones and homemade pizza. Jenga's being played in the background, so just be forewarned. Yes, it is 7 o'clock in the morning and that is being played. I love this flour. It's the King Arthur, I guess you call it 0000. I don't think I'm gonna get through this month, but we're gonna do what we can. So let's make some pizza dough. Let's make some pizza dough. Warm water, pinch of sugar, and some yeast on the top. We'll let that grow and come alive. And then we'll add the flour and the salt and the olive oil. Have you ever seen those videos on YouTube that are like, you know, Christmas ambiance, fall ambiance? What about yeast ambiance? Growing yeast, it's really something. It can be quite exhilarating to watch. Wow. Actually, I do find it quite interesting. It's definitely alive. If your yeast isn't doing something like this, you probably have dead yeast. Or your water was too hot or too cold. It's a little bit fickle, huh? Go ahead and turn it on, Z. Just pull it. Ready? Hold on. We'll let that go about 10 minutes. I'll scrape it down in between, and then we'll let it rise and do its business. Night pizza dough. We're gonna let him get covered up, put his blankie on him, and he's gonna rise for a while, and we'll be ready to go tonight. If I don't use it right away, I may put it in the fridge just so it doesn't overproof, and then I'll pull it out like, I don't know, an hour or so before we get to making. Sweet dreams, my friend. Oh, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Boom, 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 boom. Bring me the sweetest that I've ever seen. Boom, 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 boom. I forgot that this dough likes to use a top sheet. How many of you are non-top sheeters? I always used a top sheet as a child, but not the hubs. He's not interested in that top sheet business. Sorry, dough, you're gonna have to take one for the team here. All right, comforter back on. Night, night. Sleep tight. Oh, look at that beautiful, beautiful dough. I'm gonna stick it straight into the fridge just like this, and then we'll work with it, you know, closer to the time. Okie dokie smokies, it is lunchtime, so I grabbed a Rayo sauce. We grabbed the noodles, of course, we have to use those up. And will we buy more before January is over? Chia! We have some Parmesan cheese to use up, so we've got cheese slices here because they like to eat Parmesan. Anybody else? And then we'll shred it over the pasta as well. There it goes, cooking up, doing what it does. All right, Mama's gonna make some eggs. That's gonna be my lunchy McLunch. I'm also gonna eat it with an avocado. And if you keep them in the fridge, by the way, they last so long. These are pretty good, so I'm gonna eat them now. But if maybe they're still a little on the hard side, you just lay it out overnight and the next day, bada bing, bada bing. So I've got eggs, I've got avocado. I'm gonna take that pico de gallo from the other night, and that is going to go with it. It's like my favorite thing to eat right here, scrambled eggs, little avocado on the side, salt, pepper, little herbs on there. Oh, and then the pico de gallo, yes and amen. Look at that beautifulness. The girls had some of my eggs already because they love them, but that's 3 eggs, salt, pepper. I don't use milk, interestingly enough. I just melt the butter, put it in, and does its business. There's the avocado, basil, oregano, salt, pepper, and then the pico. I can't wait to eat it. Work it, work it, work it. You guys are getting like the rare appearance of me staying in my jammies almost all day. It's kind of shocking. I never do this. I wouldn't say never, but it's a lot of times I don't. I'm usually up at the crack of dawn, but today I said, no, I'm not gonna be up at the crack of dawn. Staying in bed. And I done did it, but eventually I will change. Guess what I bought? I bought these Hershey Kisses at Christmas time, and did I make peanut butter blossoms? I did not. So it's now, you know, January, and I'm gonna make them, and we're gonna like them. We gotta get it used up, plus it's gonna use up some peanut butter, it's gonna use up some flour, it's gonna use up some chocolate. Hey, I'm all about that. The girls are taking the paper off the Hershey's. They really wanna eat them, but not yet. Oh, George, you wanna come inside? Zizi, you wanna let him in? You can let him in. This guy's going. And then look at this. I found that we have some sanding sugars that we're gonna use. Sometimes you can use like red and green because it's Christmas. Well, guess what? We're now on the way to Valentine's Day. So isn't that brilliant of me? I'm not really that far off. Peanut butter blossoms for Valentine's Day. Okay, and then we use up some more stuffs. A little bit of fun with a pink and a purple situation going on. We did use up all the pink and nearly all the purple. A little bit disappointing that we didn't get it all gone, but you know, at least we got one down. You know what else I need to use up? My coffee. It's time for coffee, so I'm gonna be making some. This is how much coffee I have left for the month. This, plus this. Those both have caffeine in them, so regular coffee. Then I have some decafs I gotta finish up. I have 2 of those actually. So I use those in the morning time so I don't lose my mind. And then in the afternoon when I've already lost my mind, I have the regular. Actually, it's just, I don't know what it is. It makes my heart go, woo, and I feel crazy. But if I have decaf in the morning, I'm fine. And if I have caffeine in the afternoon, I'm fine. So I found what works for me, and that's coffee. This is the best part. Didn't the pink ones come out pretty? They're very Valentine-y. Are you a like push them deep or more of a set it on the top with a slight crackle? I don't know. I haven't done these enough to have a system I think is mine.
Can I put some on?
Yeah. Watch out, the pan's hot. There she goes.
I'll do the last one.
You do the last one.
So
There we go. Then we'll leave those for 2 minutes and then we'll transfer them. If you've hung out long enough, you know that we like to get the Swiss Miss hot cocoa packets because they're so easy. All you do is heat up water and bada bing, bada bacon. But I've been making homemade hot chocolate mix for like a really long time, and we have some left still. So I need to use it up. It just takes a little more time, and sometimes you don't want to take the time. You understand what I'm saying? But we're gonna use it up today. Not today, that's a lot. But we're gonna use some up. I'll put the recipe in the description. It's really good. Everybody likes it. And if you have cocoa in your cabinet that you need to get used up, cocoa powder, that's the way to do it. Look at that bubbling beauty. So it's easy. It just takes more time than the easier Swiss Miss powder in hot water. But this one, you put a little water in there with the powder, and then you bring it to a boil for 2 minutes. And then we'll add some vanilla, and then we'll warm it back up with a bunch of milk, like a bunch. And then we'll drink it. It really doesn't take that long, but it does, but it doesn't. Purples are done, pinks are done. These children are about to lose their mind if they don't get some. So snack time is a sugar feast today. Me oh my.
I don't have Hershey Kisses.
Hershey Kisses time. We have coffee. Can you see that? There it is. Cookies. We used up the Hershey's. We used up the pink sprinkles, salt, you know, all the things. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm calling this a double win because JoJo and Nola are drinking their hot chocolate out of Christmas cups. We only had 2 left. There they are. And then Zizi's got her fancy cup going on right now.
This is so chocolatey.
Chocolatey. I've got sausage cooking up because that's going to go in the calzones. I already shredded up the cheese right onto some parchment paper, made that easy peasy. Now we also need green peppers, and I just cut this down so it would fit into the jar after I bought it. Got the seeds out. Now we just have to finely dice it. Tonight I'm using Rayo's homemade marinara sauce. You can use the pizza one or whatever you want. That's what I'm using today. So for the calzone, I'm gonna go this way because I feel like I have a little more room. Make sure to leave some space. We actually like our sauce a little on the thicker side. Now I read something, I've always made calzones with sauce in them, but I read something that was saying that you don't put sauce in them and that this is more of a stromboli. But then I read others that said opposite. So how do you make your calzones? And we've got our sausage. We went to this amazing restaurant in Colorado called the Blue Moose. It was up in Vail several years, actually before Marcus and I were married, we went up with my family, and it was the most amazing calzones, and if we could recreate them, we would. We ate there several times because it was so tasty. All right, some yummy mozzarella. I'm not huge on cheese, but a little is good. A little oregano seasoning on the top, and a little bit of basil. I might salt it a tiny bit. I know there's salt in the sausage and stuff, but sometimes it just feels like it needs something, you know? I'll fold it up, but I can't do that one-handed. All right, calzones, egg washed, just a little, an egg with a tablespoon of milk and about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Rub that on top. That's gonna make it all brown and beautiful. And then we've got some little pizzas over her. This one with mozzarella, the other 2 without cheese, because that's how we do it around here. I had some baby carrots we needed to use up, cucumber. We finished up the strawberries. We're gonna finish up this ranch. I have another one ready to go. Everything's getting finished up. Oh, we opened up another thing of sauce for dipping in case we didn't get enough. And there they go, just cooking up. Gorgeous, more gorgeous. Excellently gorgeous, yes. So good, it smells so good. I even got a little dipping sauce. Don't you worry. Yeah, never mind that there's a bunch of treasures on the table. Real life is going on here. Noli, you eating your pizza and your veggies? Oh, she ate them all up. Oh, wow. Okay. I like it. Hello friends, we have another day of fooding around here and lunch is happening. We're just having some more pasta and sauce because that's how we roll. I made us a smoothie, so we're getting through the berries. There's still some left, but eventually that will be used up. And then the pineapple is going, we put the flax in there, the milk, and the banana, and those banana, if you can see, there's 2 bananas left. We will get more of those, just like the fresh stuff. I know we're gonna eat that, that's totally fine. Now for dinner time, I pulled out some steak and then I had 3 huge potatoes. There's not too many potato lovers in the house, but I have 3 huge baking potatoes that I'll bake up tonight. Plus in my freezer, let me show you that. I have some of the broccoli Normandy. This stuff is good. 450, 20 minutes in the oven, olive oil, salt and pepper, and it cooks up yummy, yummy. So we'll have that too. Okay, that's all I have to tell you for right now. We're gonna have lunch. I'm probably gonna make something. I'll tell you about it. I'll let you know. I made myself a salad. Pretty much everything I made the last time I made a salad, except for this time I put some avocado on it, and I might have gone a little heavy-handed on the feta. Not on purpose necessarily, it just sort of happened and I went with it. Steaks are on. I did have a can of green beans and I got some kids that really like those, so those are happening. The potatoes are done and one of them's missing. Vegetables are in the oven, roasty toasting up. Looky there. I did decide that I was 5 and needed my meat cut up for me. Yeah, it's just how it goes. Bon appetit. How is it, Noli? How is it, Zion?
My favorite food is steak.
Your favorite food is steak? Well, today's your lucky day. Good morning, friends. It is nearly 7 a.m. and we are going to be using up some of our pumpkin puree. I have 2 cans of it. we're gonna be using up some chocolate chips, and we're gonna be using up flour and sugar and all the like to make ourselves some famous, they're my famous, pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. We make them all year round. I also wanted to give you a moment to look at my cleaned stove. I took the whole thing out. The whole thing, there was like dust in between the panes. I took it out. It was just glorious. And now it's all ready to go. So, thank you for that happy moment. Let's do some muffining and then use up the stuffs, yeah? In the old bowl, we've got flour, we've got white sugar, brown sugar, cinnamon, salt, baking soda, I did remember that this time, nutmeg, and clove in that one. Zion's helping me out here. We're mixing up the liquid. So we've got the pumpkin puree, we've got 2 eggs, a stick of butter, because if you haven't been around long enough, you might not know this, but butter makes it better. And then some vanilla in there.
And some eggies.
Yep, we did the eggies. Okay, mixy, mixy, mix.
And mush and mash.
Mm-hmm.
Mush and mash. Mush and mash and mush and mash.
The star of the show going on in. Oh, that doesn't look like enough. I didn't fill it all the way up to a cup. Last time it was a little much. We'll add a little more to make our taste buds happy. Dig deep, Z. Dig deep to the bottom.
Whoa.
Very last of the hot cocoa is getting used up, and I feel pretty victorious about that one. We got the stove going, and then we've got pumpkin going, so we might as well just continue with that theme and make a pumpkin pie. Yeah? We gotta use up some pie crust, some pumpkin puree, and to use these things up, I had to buy some evaporated milk. So I had to buy in order to use. Make sense? Joey's helping me on the pumpkin pie because she was the one that was really hoping for pumpkin pie, and I'm not mad about it at all. So I use Libby's recipe for pumpkin pie minus, we like ours on the sweeter side, so we don't add the ginger and the cloves. That kind of gives it a spicierness. We do the boring way, and I add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So I'll put the link below for that. You'll see that. But right now we got the powders going. I realized that my pie crust is frozen, so it's going to take about an hour for that to defrost. But you know, the oven will still be somewhat warm at that point, so it'll be a fast heat up and we'll be good to go. We're still going with the hot cocoa over here, just waiting for it to heat up. And here's my key when I'm adding milk. So I pull the pan off of the stove and then let it sit for just a second and start pouring the milk so it doesn't burn and get the cocoa and the sugar all weird and stuck and yucky. And then I wait and I lower the temp and I wait until I can see a little bit of steam come up, and then I know it's time that the milk has been warmed and it's ready to go. Then you don't have children burning their mouths off. Yes, you can add cold milk, which we even add to this with its little steam situation going on, but it's just an easy way for us to all know, hey, it's time. Can you believe that you can see my muffins through the glass? It's gorgeous. Look how clean it looks in there. It's beautiful. Dunno, bunno, gorgeous, yes. You girls are looking good. So good I could just eat you up, and I do believe I will. I'm back to making pumpkin pie. We've officially used up all the pumpkin puree in the house. My heart is sad, but it'll be all right. We can always get more later. So I got pumpkin puree in here, some vanilla, and 2 eggs. Over there I had the sugar, the cinnamon, salt, and then we'll just mix them together. My pie crust has defrosted, hallelujah, and we're gonna have pie. I'm happy about it. You know what we don't have though is whipped cream. And I don't think I have anything that I could make whipped cream out of, like in my fridge. I don't have any heavy whipping cream. So pie without whipped cream, well, I ain't going back to the store for that. Oh yeah, I gotta add the evaporated milk to this guy too. There's our girl cooking away, she's beautiful. Love is in the air. It's Dunno Bunno, and it looks good. Now to cool it down. I cannot do warm pumpkin pie. I think it's quite terrible. But cooled down pumpkin pie, bliss. Pure bliss. All right, now it's time to make our ciabatta egg, cheese, and bacon sandwiches. Over here I've got the bacon. I had cut them originally because it came in a 4-pound pack. I cut them and made them into 1-pound packs, or 1 pound-ish. I don't really know if this is enough because we're gonna do the sandwiches, but then also you gotta just have some for nibbling. I might do like another half a pan. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Look at that beautiness. I also grabbed the grapes because we need to finish those up. I bought more strawberries today and we're gonna finish them up. There was a bowl of clementines, but I think somebody snuck away with them, so I might have to peel some more. We have aged white cheddar cheese going on here. I sliced them up, and now we're gonna make some eggs. Not sunny side up, but what would we call these?
Over easy?
Over easy. Oh, we need a butter. Let's see what we can do here. There's one and a shell. This is how the fancy chefs go ahead and press the bread and get it all warmed up and nice. They stick a pot on the top of it and smash it down. It just seems right to do. Get it all warmed up. It'll make the cheese happy. It'll make the eggs happy. The bacon's gonna be happy. It's gonna be great. How many of you have missed Dish Man over here? He's using the Dish Daddy. The Dish Daddy's using the Dish Daddy. Oh yeah. The clementines were returned, so I grabbed some of those, some strawberries and some grapes. Look how pretty it looks. All set to go. The cheese is in there. Yeah, it's hiding. It's a lot of chewing. Perfecto. Marky said he thought it tastes pretty similar to Panera. So the bacon on this one is the right bacon. It's definitely different than what they use. So it's more of a, you know, hey, I'm in your face bacon, which I like. But the aged cheddar, I like that a lot. Made up the egg mixture for the French toast. So I just do eggs. I put a bunch of milk in there. I do some vanilla and some cinnamon. If you ever want a fun thing to add to it, you could do a packet of vanilla pudding mix. That's pretty good. Just make sure that it's thin enough, you know, when you're using it, but that adds some good flavors. And we're gonna dip the bread and make ourselves some French toast. What do you say? Cheers to a great day. Cheers. Drink up your sparkling juice.
Wait. I want to do something funny. No, do that again. Okay. Cut the cheese.
We're on to another day, and I've realized that this video is definitely going to be long if I put everything we eat for the whole month in one video, so I'm gonna split it up, just so you know. Okay, last thing we'll probably put in this video is the pork chops. Now these guys were thick ones, and I just used my big old, this guy, rolling pin, and you know, hammered them out a little bit. I'm gonna do that with the other ones too. I've got the oven set 475. We're gonna salt, pepper, olive oil these guys, stick them on a pan, 12 minutes on one side, 5 minutes on the other side, and it will be done to full on goodness. Plus, we bought stuffing, and we're gonna be making that. And I think I'm gonna roast up some vegetables, you know what I'm saying? And I've got, oh, what else do I have? I've got some applesauce cups to use up because I like to have applesauce when I do pork chops, and some of the other kids do too. So I think that'll be a tasty. Let's do that, come on. I will include a recipe down below from Pioneer Woman, but you can also do like a ranch, you know, the powdered ranch dressing with some Worcestershire and honey. I think there's some other things in there, and then you sort of marinate it in a way, and that's really yummy too. But this is how we're doing it. We're keeping it super simple. You could even put a little garlic, a little onion, a little paprika on there. Okay, but I'm keeping it simple. Anyway, into the oven. Roasted vegetables going in as well. Stovetop. This is gourmet, right here. We have a little bit of chicken stovetop, and I forgot about the bruschetta chicken bake. I have made that on the back. The only thing about it is I think it needs extra salt, but if you ever get yourself a stovetop chicken stuffing mix, try making the bruschetta chicken bake on the back. Very tasty, and it's all stuff that you probably have at home very likely. Diced tomatoes, the stuffing, and water, 2 garlic cloves. You've got chicken breasts. You can do dried basil and then mozzarella. Yeah, I just add my own little extra seasonings and some extra salt in there because it's a little on the bland side. You could even use rotisserie chicken. I think it'd be really good. Easy peasy. I'm gonna do the easiest part, which is like 5-minute stuffing. Water, butter, stuffing, put a lid on it, and you're done. Okay, I have one kiddo that's not going to enjoy this dinner much at all, and so I have put together a smoothie. It's got those mixed berries. I had a banana over here that needed to get used up, and then I finished up the pineapple that was in the container in the fridge, but I still have tons of cans of that. I used the flax seed, I used yogurt, milk, so that's all good to go. Back here, for any of the kids that just aren't fans of the roasted vegetables, I'm gonna cut up some of these peppers, and I'm gonna set up my sourdough starter so that I can start making sourdough tomorrow. See the hooch on top? That's called the hooch. It just means it's hungry and I gotta feed it. There she blows. Look at that. Cut it up like I'm a 5-year-old again. Gotta get the pork chops easy peasy, easy, eating. But there we are, my friends. Okay, I will continue on this journey showing you all the things that we are eating to use up the stuffs in the house. You guys have an amazing day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.